Eric, at some level in Scientology, there must be a person or a group of people responsible for declaring people as SPs, sending out men with cameras to harass people, etc. How many people in this group are fully aware that Scientology is a complete scam? There must be a few quote-unquote masterminds behind all of the shady stuff. What does the church do to stop dissent among this group and those that work under them? Surely the direct underlings can't be made aware of the true reasoning for what they're doing, right? Hey, Eric, thanks for the question. Actually, it's a little bit off on that, and I understand where you're coming from. You think, well, it couldn't be that that people could be scammed into this and still be doing such horrible things to other people. They must know what they're doing, right? They must understand that this is about protecting money. This isn't about saving lives or saving souls. But actually, no, that's not true. The people who work in the Office of Special Affairs, which is the area that you're asking specifically about, the people who declare suppressive people, that's a guy named Mike Ellis. He's the International Justice Chief, or whoever is filling that role now. And that's the person who is the final stamp of approval on suppressive person declares. But all the legal shenanigans and stalking and harassment and chicanery and private eyes and all that, all of that is the Office of Special Affairs. It is a compartmented area or sub-organization of the Church of Scientology International. It is directly run by David Miscavige, who has a middleman as the commanding officer of OSA, and he oversees that area quite heavily. They do legal, they do private they do the investigations, and they do PR, public relations. And even these three areas are compartmented one to the other, away from each other. So there's not full disclosure between departments what's going on or who knows what where. This is a very, very closely regulated thing that the commanding officer and his department heads know about. But all of those people are true believers in the Eric Hoffer sense. They are all in on Scientology's belief system. They are not aware of the fact that it is a scam. They're not making any money. They're Sea Org members who are, slaving away like everybody else. But they are the most fervent, fanatical believers of the Sea Org. You have to want to work in the Office of Special Affairs. You don't just get assigned there randomly because, somebody thought it would be a good idea. You have to want it. And if you don't want it, they're not going to put you there. So you've got people who go there who have some idea of what the Office of Special Affairs is about. And once they start there, if they're going to stay, once they start learning about it, they got to be gung-ho, involved, ready to go, right? They got to go, they want to go get those nasty anti-Scientologists, and they want to show us what's what. They want to put us in the ground is what they really want to do, and they're more than happy to use any means necessary to create that effect. And they do so out of a sense of righteousness, out of righteous belief, not out of a sense of those guys are getting in the way of our money, and they're revealing the scam. They don't believe Scientology is a scam. They really think that it is the salvation for man, and that a small percentage of mankind are absolutely batshit crazy antisocial psychotics who will never respond to efforts at help or therapy. Those are called suppressive people, see? And that's who we are. And once you get that label, we're not human beings anymore. And we can have things done to us that, are pretty awful because we don't matter. We are psychotic, we're antisocial, we're horrible, we are evil, and we must be destroyed. That is the attitude of the people who work at the Office of Special Affairs, which is the mindset you have to be in order to execute the kind of things they do. It's fanaticism, straight up, right? This is extremism 101. So that's who those people are, and they want to be there. They want to be doing that kind of work. I talk about them in terms of shark eyes. They have black eye. They have these eyes. They don't, there's no emotion registering there. There's no compassion. There's no empathy. These are the people who kind of enjoy doing that to other people. And the Office of Special Affairs gives them plenty of reasons and indoctrination to justify or rationalize why they feel like it's a completely rational, sane thing to do to ruin utterly other people's lives, right? They got all kinds of reasons to justify that behavior. So it's not so. So if you're wondering, like, well, like there are other motivations than money, and that's what you see most clearly expressed by the people who work in the Office of Special Affairs.